Fox31 Denver.
And new at 8, a cap to prevent hair loss during chemotherapy.
Oh, wow.
We'll talk to a mom from Parker who says it works, the difference it made in her recovery. Next.
Live from Denver, this is Fox 31 News. We're on it.
Problem Solvers Health Alert. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I don't think you can meet somebody who hasn't been impacted by breast cancer.
And earlier, about a half an hour ago, we were talking about the importance of getting mammograms and routine screening. And this morning, we're diving a little bit deeper. Audra Byrne is a mom from Parker who recently beat breast cancer, and
which is awesome.
So awesome. And what's cool about your story too is that you were able to keep your hair despite going through chemotherapy. So let's back up to your diagnosis and your story.
Okay, well, I was very unexpectedly diagnosed in November 2019. I was a routine mammogrammer. I never missed, on the day.
Which is important. That's an important part of this.
It is, and honestly, had I missed it, I wouldn't probably be here today.
Wow.
That's how critical it was. Every year was a perfect mammogram. And this year I thought I would just fly in and fly out. And that wasn't the case. So I went from 1 year being perfect to the next year having 3 tumors in my left breast that came out of nowhere. I had no family history, no genetic, anything like that. It just was there. So
crazy thoughts run through your head. I can't even imagine, especially with a family with kids. I mean, it just makes you think of everything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I went from being just kind of on my regular daily schedule one day to my whole world being flipped upside down the next. And what felt like a totally different person, and everything that I knew to be true seemed to just be kind of thrown up into the air and filing down in weird ways.
Obviously, just survival is top of mind, but for so many women and men too, part of the struggle is almost losing maybe that identity, because hair loss is such a, so many people face that when they go through chemotherapy. So how did you find out about the option and this treatment to keep hair?
Well, I was really in a state of shock when I was diagnosed. Everything happened so quickly. Chemo was not going to be an option for me, or wasn't something I was probably going to have to do. Then all of a sudden it was. And as soon as that happened, I kind of panicked and just got, didn't really know what that meant. And I had this flashback to sitting in my oncologist's office in this state of shock and seeing a brochure that was sitting on the counter. And after she told me what I was going to have to do and all the chemo I was going to have to go through, I immediately thought back to it. I asked her about it right away. We actually, we were Parker Adventist, and at our treatment center, the person, whoever it was that was getting Dignicap that particular day, they were just sitting there among all the other patients. So I had seen it, and I just decided that's what I wanted to do. I really wasn't going to probably take no for an answer.
Yeah, well, it seems superficial, but that's a hard part to go through, because it's a public kind of, look what I'm going through, and you don't want to deal with it. So the Dignicap, how does it work? Do you wear it during chemo or after chemo?
You do. You wear it during chemo, so there's a very strict regimen that you need to follow if you want to be successful. Dignicap cannot make it easier for you with all of their tips and everything that they provide you when you're starting the process. But you go in for infusion and you arrive, and before you begin your medications, you have to get fitted with your Dignicap, and it's quite tight and kind of intense, but the process, they start freezing your scalp, and then your infusion begins and the chemo begins getting pumped into your body. Your head is frozen. Wow. It's frozen. I mean, we would take the cap off and there would be ice on my hair.
Does it hurt though, or?
Yeah,
it's cold.
It does, but you know what? It's such a small price to pay. I mean, it's hard, it's intense, but it's a really awesome option, like you said, to keep your privacy. It helped me keep a little sense of normalcy, especially with my kids. And they kind of, on non-treatment days, mom looked like mom, and that helped them a lot.
That's important.
It was very important. And I got to have a little bit of control. Cancer takes everything away from you overnight. And I got to say, that's not one thing you're taking from me. So.
Wow, good for you. And if again, Dignicap is the technology. It's only been around for, I don't know, 5 years or so.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have not heard. I've never heard of this, and I've done a lot of stories on breast cancer. So it's great to see that there is this resource available. And thank you so much for joining us this morning to share your story.
Of course.
And you're doing awesome.
I am 1 year out, feeling great.
That's
feel
awesome.
grateful to be here.
That's-
So thank you for
Thank
letting
God
me.
we can talk with you about that.
Thank God. That's right. And thank you for letting me share a story. And I hope that there are some girls out there, even men too, right now, that are thinking they've got an opportunity.
Yeah.
Thanks, Audra.
Thank you.